Good morning, sir. How are you?
Very good, fine, thank you.
Could you please introduce yourself?
I served in the Nepalese Army for like 37 years. Then after my retirement, I have been actively involved in the geopolitics and national security, where I focus on China and South Asia. Participating in seminars and international discussions has always been a passion. I look forward to the interview.
All right. Thank you so much. So, as you know, we are talking about energy security crisis here. What do you think we should do to ensure better resource management for the energy security in our region?
Well, South Asia, when you are talking about South Asia, we're talking about 1/4 of the global populations. And when you're talking about energy, we're talking about like 20% of the people not receiving the basic needs actually that we require. And 35% of the population not having an access to fuels. And so it's a question about a strategic shift that we're looking forward to, which means to know where we are now and where do we go about. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about where we are now, we're talking about the crisis added by the Ukrainian crisis. So it's not a new thing. It's a thing that has been, starting as an organization from 2005 during PACC. But since PACC does not really function well now, so it is other mechanisms that we have to look into, so that we all, with the population and the civilizations of South Asia, benefits with the potentials that we have and the resources that we have. So it's a matter of going ahead with togetherness. Mm-hmm. Togetherness in the sense, how do we contribute to each other, the strengths that we have and the weaknesses identified. Now, let me talk about the weaknesses. So when you talk about the weaknesses, it is more politics. It is not it's not what we, the people, actually are looking forward to. So the politics, the people of the region have to be able to get the politicians on the right track, so that we all benefit as a civilization, as well as as the change of the global shifts also. Mm-hmm. So we meet the shifts. So that what I mean is, we have an organization, BIMSTEC. Mm-hmm. Okay, so BIMSTEC is a platform, not just for South Asia. It's for South Asia and going across to South. So it's for a short term South Asia. For a long term, it's South Asia going to East Asia. Mm-hmm. So the potential is there. So as long as we utilize the multinational or the intergovernmental organizations like the BBIN, mm-hmm, and BIMSTEC, so that will be a starting point where togetherness would move forward.
Thank you so much. Do you think this kind of cooperation can help us transition to a more sustainable energy resources, and also without cutting the current flow, to be honest? I mean, cooperation like BIMSTEC and BBINB.
That point, it is more to do with what a bigger nation can do and how smaller nations can be onboarded, so that we all move forward. Mm-hmm. So it's a matter of trying to utilize and be better connected. South Asia, our least connected region in the world, as we all know, is that we need to be connected. And the only way forward is now, since we are all facing the crisis, energy would be a good platform so that we can connect each other.
Thank you. Do you think there can be any kind of interregional cooperation per se in South Asia for the exchange of energy resources?
It is. There is a good news that the SAES has come in South Asia. The energy group has come in India. Mm-hmm. So that could be part of the BIMSTEC organization, who could garner all the other countries, all the countries of the region so that we can collaborate and be part of fulfilling BIBIN and be part of BIMSTEC and have a strategic look for that.
That's actually very nice to even look forward to. Do you think if these cooperation, as you are saying, if they work well together, and in future, if South Asia has enough energy resources, do you think it can be given to other region, as in exported to the other region, because the potential lies in our region per se when it comes to hydroelectric power, when it comes to more sustainable energy resources? Do you think there is a possibility to for it to become and overproduce and then exported to other regions?
I mean, there is great possibilities. I think the resources that we have, like if you talk about Nepal, the potential is 45 gigabytes.
Wow.
That's a huge lot, and it's going to fulfill quite a lot of demands in the region, you see. So this is how we utilize the resources that we have. We connect to each other, but at the same time, politics has to be a way to address the common challenges as well as address the civilizational the bonds that we have.
My last question to you is that what are we as a region doing better in comparison to Europe, for example, when it comes to overcoming energy crisis?
It's again coming into the issue of a larger nation, a bigger power, and the smaller nations and the smaller power. For countries like us, like Nepal, I mean, we're a landlocked country, a small country. So there are a lot of things that we really require, but there are a lot of things that we have also. But the integration process, the putting it together with the big power interests and small powers principles are where we differ. So as long as we can cut that edge and move forward with what the people need of the region, then I think we will be thinking a lot ahead, and strategically we will be gaining and we will be preparing our region for the next competition.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of this. Thank you so much for giving us really good insights on the whole area of energy security. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me here, and it's nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.